terrible. So, yeah, what the hell am I saying? I mean, is this man we invited here drunk? I don't know. I don't really want to answer that. The key here, again, is the sung and the unsung passions. Look, I will say I love the realms of science and math as I understand them. I love that the universe is infinite and yet bounded. I love that black holes, there's a thing that's called an event horizon where time itself collects. I love that calculus cannot measure the exact volume of a cone. It can't. But it can get so close that what's left is imaginary. And it doesn't really matter. Imaginary, but real. And I love that 4,000 years ago, some Syrian scribe just decided that there was a thing called zero. That nothing deserved a number. No, nothing demanded it. And I love that there's this thing called pi, right? It's a number 3.14 something, 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 I don't know. It's the eternal measurement of the golden mean, and that's the ratio of increase by which all things, the cells in your body, the channels of a nautilus, the bark of a tree, and the fan of the wings of a falcon, all these living things grow and increase digit by the rate of pi. And when humans built their first earliest buildings, when they measured out the perfection, the best usage of a room of living space, they often did so by the iterations of pi. But here's the cool part. There's this number again, right? Maybe you remember it? 3.14 something, 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 right? Okay, nobody knows what that something is, because all these numbers you see here, they have no pattern. They never repeat. Forever and ever and ever, there is no rhythm to these numbers. No one has ever found one, and no one's ever found a code. And there's nowhere else in the physical and numerical world where that irregularity and chaos exists. People have built whole housing blocks full of computers, speedy computers, to track the retreating fractions of pi down into micro-numerical infinity, and still what you get is nonsense, meaninglessness, static, just random numbers. So the very ratio by which the fraction, which all living things increase, the God number within that, there is a mystery. I know what you're thinking right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, what the fuck is this guy saying? I guess what I'm saying is I'm saying exactly that. I'm trying to say something. I'm telling you briefly a story, as I did with my brother, and I saw certain numbers of your eyes pick up as you sort of felt a thing called empathy. Look, I'm not saying that there's a gap or a war between the humanities and the sciences. I'm not saying you can't love Isaac Newton and not play bass in a rock band and while painting oils on the side. And I'm not saying my brother's death means anything important to anyone but me and my family, and every day millions and millions die and millions are born. It's just statistics. It's just the world pouring down. And you have been asked to make sense out of it, right? You're going to have to make a mark, do something with it, right? All the millions of Googleable options, facts, histories, names, dates, places, games, apps, fantasies, porn sites, let's be real. You know, basically the world's entire recorded history of data is waiting right there for you, and you're supposed to make sense of all this bloody chaos. Make your way in the universe. Make a mark. Good luck, kids. Look, I'm just saying. And that's exactly it. I'm just saying. In the end, that's the joke, right? I've been telling you a story. A fiction about non-fiction. I've been entertaining you around this sort of suspended campfire while the digital wilderness out there is waiting for you. And I'm trying to make sense of a question that we've created, a false dichotomy in this country that we've set up, a kind of bullshit alternative. Why the humanities, right? Why the arts? Why they're relevant? Well, you might as well, to me, say, why all the breathing? What's with that? I mean, enough already, okay? It's frankly only in America, okay? I met a German doctor in Ireland who knew more about Shakespeare than I did. I've met concert violinists whose other passions are gene splicing. Vladimir Nabokov, the guy who wrote Lolita, go ahead, Google. He was a lepidopterist, right? Butterflies. So he has a blue butterfly named after his ass because he, in addition to writing 10 of the greatest novels of the 20th century in his third language, he also wrote Butterfly Post at Cornell. So the guy who freaking invented calculus, I mean, the dude most math dudes say was the smartest guy in the world. He made Einstein look stupid. Isaac Newton spent more time singing in his local Anglican church than doing whatever it is mathematicians do. So look, I love the Steelers, okay? I do, they're in my bones, okay? I go to bars in other cities sometimes, and I cry when I watch the game, such is my pride. But I mean, A, I don't know what a dime back is or a defensive back from anything. But I do know that the rest of the planet Earth could care less. They think American football is stupid, odd, bureaucratic, violent, whatever. And I can disagree. You know, just like I can say, why should we keep teaching music or high school or art in high school when there's so much science to learn, so many tech jobs to be had? I can make that argument, but just remember, it's a little bit like soccer, okay? You can stand up and say this is stupid, pointless, and practical. Heck, they even pass backward. But just remember,
everybody knows it's really duck seafood.
When you talk like that, you look like an idiot to everyone else. Okay, yeah, 10 miles from Steelers training camp. I just made an argument that the metaphorical supremacy of soccer is smart, David. What did Fitzgerald say? Okay, ask Scott Fitzgerald. If you've got to Google that guy, I'm going to get pissed. The author of The Great Gatsby said, the sign of maturity is being able to hold two contradictory thoughts dear in your own mind. Or something like that. Look, I love the Steelers. I love high school football from Western Pennsylvania and its planet's obsession. I love soccer and its simple, inexpressive, universal beauty. I love math and science. I love the humanities. So, what's with it? Why do haters gotta hate, right? What's with the aggro? Why can't we all get along? I mean, I've got 99 problems and the arts ain't one. So here's the point. Why should... No, wait, I'm not getting it, sorry. Wait, first of all, let me say, I'm just going to say this straight up to all of you, the students, teachers, you can do whatever you want. This is straight from the arts, okay? If the arts, got it, arts, writing, sculpture, painting, film, dance, theater, and on, if that thing does not keep you up at night, if it doesn't screw up your other classes, okay, because you blew off business communications, forgive me, to edit your film, you know, if you didn't say, hey, maybe tomorrow to some sure sex because you wanted to finish your great novel, do not be an artist, okay? If you haven't done that, right? Don't be one. Get out of the way, people who care. Save yourself, your family, and those whose jobs you stole or delay a lot of pain. Look, let me put it this way. You can have a fire in your heart for the humanities and art, or you can have a kind of mellow glow. And if you've only got a mellow glow, then, well...
Anybody wants to get mellow, you can turn around and get the fuck out of here, all right?
All right? Let Ted Nugent say it for me.